What if I told you that in the next 5 minutes, I'll be providing you with a tool that will help you to better understand yourself and improve your relationships? For years, I have been interested in learning how to better communicate in the relationships in my life. And when I heard about Dr. Gary Chapman's book that's titled The 5 Love Languages, that was originally published in 1992, I was immediately intrigued and eager to learn more about what this was and how the 5 love languages work. As humans, we all need connection and have a deep desire to be seen and understood. I believe that I'm credible to speak about this topic because I have studied the 5 love languages, and as I study them, I learned that as humans we have primary ways in which we prefer to give and receive love. And so as I began to learn what the love languages of my family members and friends were, I quickly saw my relationships with them improve as I was showing them love in the way that they most preferred to receive it. So first, I'm going to be speaking with you about how the 5 love languages work. Second, I will share with you what the 5 love languages are. And finally, in closing, I'm going to share with you how you can discover what your love language is. So to start off my speech, I'm going to share with you how the 5 love languages work. According to Nicole Egbert and Denise Polk, researchers who studied the validity of Dr. Chapman's love languages in a peer-reviewed journal that was published in 2006, they state that people tend to have 1 or 2 primary love languages and often show love to their partners using their own preferred love language. But partners who enjoy higher quality relationships will show love to their partners using their partner's preferred love language. A primary love language is basically your favorite way that you like to receive love. For example, if your primary love language is quality time, your love tank is going to feel the most full when you're just spending quality time and just sitting talking to a significant other or a loved one. Chapman's thesis is based on the metaphor of an emotional love tank. He argues that partners should fill one another's love tanks by speaking their partner's love language to them to enhance relational quality. So now that I've explained to you how the 5 love languages work, I'm now going to share with you what the 5 love languages are. So according to Dr. Gary Chapman, the author of the 5 love languages book that was originally published in 1992, the 5 love languages include, and this isn't in any specific order, just the 5, words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So I'm going to go through each love language now and just give you a quick definition of what each one is. So the first one is words of affirmation. And this is basically communicating love through affirming words. It means telling people how much we appreciate them and how much that they mean to us. When you give verbal compliments and encouragement, you are helping another person to experience your kindness. The next love language is acts of service. When you serve others by completing chores or activities for them, this person is feeling a sense of companionship as he or she experiences the joy of a lighter workload. The next love language is receiving gifts. We can communicate our love by giving gifts to others, either material presents or the gifts of ourselves. Even a little note in a person's lunch bag is felt deeply. And I just want to say really quick about the gifts love language, because this is my love language. I think a lot of people think that you just want like gifts and you want people to buy things for you, but really what it is like it doesn't matter what the gift is, it's the thought behind it. So even if somebody thinks about you and brings you like dry erase markers because they're thinking about you, and it's really like the thought behind the gift. So it's not about how expensive it is, but it's that someone is thinking about you and intentionally like bringing you something to say, hey, I'm thinking about you, I care about you. So it's not about the amount that the gift costs. So the next love language is quality time. According to Dr. Lisa Kliwecki, a licensed clinical psychologist, she states in an article that was published in 2014, what you are doing with a person does not matter as much as the fact that you're doing it together. And I have so many friends that their love language is quality time, and they'll just want to sit and talk. And it doesn't matter what we're doing, it doesn't matter where we are, but the fact that we're spending time together, I just feel like their love tank is filling up just because we're together. Furthermore, listening to the other person's feelings in conversation is important. And the last love language is physical touch. Communicating love through physical touch, it involves small gestures of affection, such as holding someone's hand, putting your arm around someone, or giving someone a hug. These little signs of love will be felt deeply if you are the one initiating them. So I have previously discussed how the 5 love languages work, then I shared with you what the 5 love languages are, and now I'm going to be sharing with you how you can discover what your love language is. So if you go to Dr. Gary Chapman's website, the5lovelanguage.com, you can take a questionnaire that will help you to discover what your primary and secondary love languages are. So a lot of times we have like a main way that we like to receive love, but then there's like a secondary. So like my primary is gifts, my secondary is like words of affirmation. This website also provides you with many resources to help you better understand yourself. So first I've shared with you how the 5 love languages work, then I shared with you what the 5 love languages are, and in closing, I shared with you how you can discover what your love language is. And in closing, I want to read a quote from Dr. Gary Chapman, the author of the 5 Love Languages of Teenagers that was published in 2000. Chapman states, "There is a need to effectively communicate emotional love, and today we all have a new tool that can help us to do so." Thank you.